Yo, people, what's going on? Back again for another footy talk. Lewis, what are you telling me, my brother?
Yo, Garnacho wants to leave my club, so things are actually relatively good right now. That's the best news we've had all summer. So yeah, other than that, everything's decent. It's been a lovely weekend. Obviously, we're watching the England game, got bladdered as per usual, and we're waiting for wheels to start moving with Chelsea because we're still in a position where it's like there's tumbleweed, and we're not really doing a lot because we're waiting for a lot of outgoings, and not a lot of clubs are trying to take our deadwood. But we might be able to get Garnacho to Roma.
You have to sell to buy kind of thing. Like, you have to.
Well, it kind of. Like, I don't know if it's solely for the case of having the money to be able to bring players in, or if it's because we want to cut down the squad because we got one game a week.
So
or maybe the
answer's
in between the middle. Yeah, it's one or the other, or the answer's in the middle, but ultimately we need to get rid of players before we bring players in. That's why the Lacroix deal's now's gone very quiet. Even though Lacroix still wants Chelsea, we still want him. We need to get rid of Chalobah. Chalobah was meant to be going to Inter Milan. Typically, when you deal with Inter Milan, they drag their feet and they take fucking ages. So that means that the move doesn't go anywhere. And now we're trying to get Como back interested. And they've decided now we're going for Davinson Sanchez of all players. So this is what happens when you deal with Serie A. Serie A are probably going to drag their feet over the Garnacho deal. They want a loan with an option to buy. We want an obligation to buy because we know what they're going to do. They're going to watch him for 1 year and then they're going to bench him before it becomes an obligation. We don't want that. We want you gone. So something's got to get done permanently.
I hear it. I hear it completely, bro. You know what I'm saying? My team's doing the opposite. We're doing good business right now.
Tielemans surprised me. I didn't expect you to make that move. That's a good move.
Oh, neither did I, man. It's a great signing, bro. It's not a signing that I expected under this ownership because I didn't think that they would do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, if you actually listen to what Omar Barada's been saying, he's always said, listen, if an opportunity arises, we'll always be flexible. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was one of them things where I think that the opportunity to sign him was too good to turn down, innit? And it's a player that...
I don't remember anyone speaking about that release clause.
Nah, because but they don't disclose these things. You're not really meant to know they're there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
It's one of like Elise's one when we tried to break up and like, no, you weren't meant to know about that. We're gonna report you for tapping up.
Yeah, and that's what Tottenham. I think Tottenham, something similar happened with Tottenham and I think Gibbs White or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think there was I think there was something similar like that. So it was one of them things where I think I don't know how United were made aware of that. I think there were other clubs in for him, and I think we must
honestly. I think the rules have just changed. Like we said, when we spoke with Elise first before the club, we nearly got reports for being tapped up for tapping him up. Now everybody does it. It's now common protocol. You talk to the player and then you talk to the club. I think I don't know if there's been a loophole change in the rules or if people just aren't reporting on it now, but everybody does that. If we had done that now with Elise and not 3 years ago, the transfer would have gone through. But if you had done what you've done with Tielemans now, maybe you would have got tapped up, got reported for tapping up for it.
Potentially. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. The Tielemans thing is amazing because we finally got a player that we needed in it. Like Man United, I've always complained that United never have control of football matches. When you've got someone like a Yuri Tielemans, that is a guy that controls the tempo of games. This is a guy that calms things down. This is a guy that we've needed in this midfield for some time, innit? And everyone's got their ideas about who United should sign next, But the truth is, we've increased the quality in our team massively just by the two profiles that we've brought in, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the window's only started. Like, this Man United team's already a lot better than it was last season, just based on the depth and the profiles, man. And I think the football that we're gonna play next season, I think it's gonna shock a few people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I see absolutely no reason why people and everyone collectively are eulogizing over the Yuri Tielemans. One thing I would say is that people are allowed to have different opinions in football. Like, people are actually allowed. You get what I'm saying? So when people are saying to me, Rants, like, get onto Saeed or get onto Nuruddin or get onto Musa because they got a different. Bro, listen, everyone's allowed to have their own opinions. Like, that's fine, innit? I'm not gonna get onto them. Like, when we're sitting in front of each other and we're talking about it, like, I'll challenge their opinions. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get onto them because they don't necessarily agree that he's the right signing, bro. Because we talk in a group chat every day. We was talking maybe like 10 minutes ago. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where time will tell, innit? But
it's the YouTube thing where I want to see an argument. That's what it is.
Nah, but the thing is, we could argue face to face, but I'm not gonna sit here, do you know what I mean, and talk about the fact that they're not happy. I don't care, bro. Like, I'm happy. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not that deep. It's just, you know why people are saying it. They just want to see some beef.
But it's not even really a beef thing. It's like, you know what it is? It's not even a beef thing. I think it's a societal thing where.
But that's how it be portrayed.
I think everyone just wants. I think there's a want or a need from people in general, for everyone to disagree with them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The truth is, I don't give a fuck if people agree with me or not. Like, I'm not trying to convince you, that what I believe is correct. It's like, I'll have my opinion, you can have yours. And then we can agree to disagree. Do you know what I'm saying? Or we can agree that we agree. Do you know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm not trying to convince you, because even if you believe what I believe, it doesn't change my day, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? My day's still going to be the same. Like,
that's the way it should be. But people are dragging it to something further than that. And again, bro, because everybody loves drama, controversy creates cash. It's the big saying.
It's true, bro. And that's why when I'm watching football now, it's like, for me, Yuri Tielemans, I'm not comparing the two players, but like, since we had someone like Paul Scholes, and I mean an older Paul Scholes as well, that used to drop deep and dictate the game, we ain't had that kind of player, bro. And he scores bangers as well. He's got the long shots. He's got the ability to control tempo. He's not a player that relies on athleticism. There's a lot of similarities to me, like, when I look at the way he maneuvers around the pitch. He probably drives with the ball a bit better. Scholes didn't really need to initiate contact, because he would just let the ball go across his body and he'll let the ball do the work. He'll ping it. But there's a lot of similarities by the way that they play football and the way the pockets they pick up and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
I
one
just
of
look
them
at this transfer, and I feel like this is a sort of transfer where it's like, you could have paid 100 million for Adam Wharton, or you could have done this for 35 million.
But this
and I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, damn, if we had got rid of Enzo Fernandez and pulled in Tielemans, I would have been like, fair fucks. Because at least that saves me for 2 to 3 years before I have to go and get someone a bit more long term. But that brother like papers over the cracks of losing Enzo perfectly from a deeper perspective.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, I would not swap a player like Yuri Tielemans for Enzo Fernandez, because I think Yuri's a better footballer than him. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's a better footballer. I don't think that Enzo does anything better than Yuri Tielemans with the ball at his feet. Do you know what I mean? He might be a bit more tenacious and a bit more energetic, but with the ball at his feet, I don't think he passes better. I don't think he shoots better. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. And I don't even think he carries the ball better. I don't think he does anything better on the ball. So when I'm looking at that acquisition, just knowing that Enzo costs 100 and something million and we've got this guy for 35 million, all we need is 3 solid seasons out of him. That's it. That's all we need, you know? Like, this is what's mad.
As long as you get someone that covers a ton of ground in front of him, you're good.
But also, there's loads of different combinations that we can play him in, because we can play him with Santos. We don't know who else we're getting in. Do you know what I'm saying? We can play him with Kobe Mainu against the lesser teams, because he's still more mobile than Casemiro. Like, it's not that it's hard. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dominating the ball anyway, so you don't care about that.
And if you're playing against low blocks and you're dominating the ball and you want to progress the ball out from the back, then you need players like him and Kobe that can both drop into the pockets, receive the ball, and we now have a player that can pick up the ball from deep and drop the ball over the top into our wingers. And we never had that. We never had that before, because he can find runners. So we've got a completely different profile to what we had before. And then on top of that, we got the captain of the Netherlands.
Oh, shit, yeah, he brought another captain into the team too. Good leadership. So he's got leadership.
Brother, KDB's still alive, you know, and Tielemans is the captain.
Yeah, fairs. I didn't even clock that.
So it's one of them things where we brought another leader in there. You know what I'm saying? And Aston Villa fans are crashing out. For the large part, Chelsea fans were crashing out when they lost Santos. So we've signed 2 players.
Yeah.
We've signed 2 players, and both teams aren't happy that they're gone. That's a good sign.
I've been saying 50 million was bullshit. We should have pulled you for 65. 50 million is probably going to get laughed at within a year's time. I do feel calmer about it now, just because I know he wanted to move regardless. And if a player wants to leave, you have to just accept it. But we still could have pulled more money out of the deal. I'm thinking 48 million, you kind of rushed that. And we're the same club demanding 75 million for Malo Gusto. You couldn't have tried to get that extra bread from Gusto into the Andre Santos deal. I think United would have paid it anyway.
Yeah. And even the injury record is overstated as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think the season before last, I was looking at the breakdown of his injuries, and the season before last, where he was their player of the season, players, player, and fans player of the season, the guy had over 40 starts. So all of this thing where man's always like, brother, it's overstated. I'll be honest, it's overstated. And the thing is, yeah, when you're at a team like Man United where we can rotate you anyway, what does it matter? Like, his responsibility at Man United is not going to be the same responsibility that he had at Aston Villa. It's not. We're not going to expect him to play every single week. Like, we're actually just not going to. So it's a completely different responsibility for him now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can use him in certain games, not use him for certain games. Exactly. He plays 30 plus Premier League games a season. Man is saying about injuries.
Nah, look, you're probably going to go and get another midfielder anyway. So that should sort out your depth.
But this is the point. So all these things that people are making up here, it doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't make sense.
I think everyone's just bringing, positively and negatively, people are just bringing points to the table on this one. But I think, like, for the most part, everyone's in agreement that this is a good move for you guys. Obviously, Said's kind of up and down about it. I think a few others are a bit up and down about it. But that's still more the minority than the majority. The majority, like, this is a very good deal for you at a very good price. No one expected him to go for this amount. We didn't even know there was a release clause.
Brother, 35 million for a player of that quality is a steal in this market that allegedly there was no value in, because that was the chat that everyone was giving us before. There's no value in the market, Rants. Just pay the 85 million for Fernandes. Why the hell do we do that?
You've got 2 cheap midfield transfers that are very good value for money. There's nothing to be against on that one. I'm looking at it. Man was saying just pay 85 for a guy take as an Enzo replacement. Fair fucks.
Yeah. Nah, it's just looking spooky right now, bro, because they're talking about Buwadi, the Man City. They want 100 million euros for Buwadi.
Because they knew the Premier League interest, and he's coming off a good World Cup.
Bruv, 86 million pound for an unproven young player. Like, bro, back in the day, you had to prove something, yeah, for 2 or 3 seasons. Like, for man to say, you know what, you're 30, like, man's gonna slap the money down. Now, all of a sudden, 100 million euros, ridiculous. He's a decent player from what I've seen, but he ain't worth anywhere near that. He ain't worth
that much. I agree. He's a good talent, but 100 million. I've said that for nearly every midfielder that's been put up for that price. They're all taking the piss. It's the midfield market the way it is. I go back to the Santos deal. That's why I don't know why we accepted your offer for that amount. We could have pulled a lot more. But I agree. I think the midfield market's looking stupid right now. That's why I also kind of feel like, because Villa are getting Manzambi through the door, I was a little bit annoyed about that too. Because I'm looking at Manzambi, I'm thinking, like, that's the sort of profile that we could have done with. I've been speaking with a few of my other streammates. Shout out Joey, Wab Sports. He's been bare serious about getting Manzambi through the door. Because if we can't get Xhaka, that's a very good number 2 to go for instead. But we've just let it go to Villa, which will kind of help Villa let Rodgers go to Arsenal. So it's creating a bit of a domino effect that I don't really like, because I would take Rodgers and I would take Manzambi. Either one of them would be able to be the ball carrier that our midfield needs. We haven't got that in our team. That's why Rodgers was our number 1 profile. Yeah. But we didn't end up going for Rodgers. Well, Rodgers ended up going for Arsenal over us.
No, I hear it, like, bro. But this is what it is, guys. That's why I said, yeah. You see, in the transfer window, there's usually certain deals that happen, yeah, that then start that snowball effect, and then other deals start to pick up. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, Villa needed, for FFP reasons, they needed to obviously sell players, and they ended up losing him and Luca Digne, bro. Like, in the space of what? In the space of a few hours, like, because he went to PSG. So it's one of them ones where like Aston Villa have recouped some dough. They're gonna recoup money from Rodgers because it looks like he'll leave, and then they're gonna have to distribute that cash as well, man. So like we're gonna start to see loads of things moving around, bro. I haven't seen massive links for anyone with you lot though. Like, do you think you're gonna be bringing in that many players, or you think it's just gonna be like a few, like 2 or 3?
I don't know, because I think it really depends on how many of our players we can get out of the club. We're talking with West Ham about the Sassy, but the Sassy's waiting for other clubs because he don't really want to play in the Championship. Inter Milan have dragged their feet over Chalobah because, of course, Inter Milan were going to do that. And now Como, who are also interested, are moving on to other defenders. Badia Shield just has no interest in the world, and neither does Tosin. Garnacho, we're only getting a loan with an option to buy. Liam Delap is desperate to fight for his spot at Chelsea.
They said that you're holding out for a fee, though. Do you think you're not going to get that for Garnacho then?
We want at least a loan with an obligation. Roma wants a loan with like an obligation after a certain number of appearances, and you can fuck off because you're going to do the fucking Harvey Elliott Aston Villa thing. Yeah, exactly. Get him one game away and then he never sniffs the pitch again. I can already see it because you know what Serie A clubs are on. They're on bullshit. So I'm not really with that one. Delap wants to fight for its spot. No one wants Neto. God knows what's happening with Jorgensen. This is why there's barely any Chelsea news, because a lot of it is regarding outgoings. Lacroix's ready to make the move, like as soon as the World Cup's done. But I don't know if we need to make a sell first. It's all just a little bit dead. This is just the tumbleweed emoji.
It's mad, isn't it? Because Chelsea have been dominating transfer markets for years, going and buying whoever they want, picking up players, putting them down. And now knowing that they have to sell to buy is hilarious. I can't lie, bro. This is probably the quietest window Chelsea fans have ever had. Yeah, like, bro, like there's just nothing going on. Like, and you got a new manager, and there's no gas.
It's nothing. It's just nothing. It's dead, and it's all because these motherfuckers left us in 10th. We never had this with Roman because Roman never had us in 10th or out of Europe more than once. And even then, you already had a title-winning squad, so you didn't even really need to do too much. Throw a little David Luiz, N'Golo Kante, Marcos Alonso, you're all good. Now, the squad has to be completely revamped. And you dumb fucks left us in 10th place. So now we're basically stuck with the mess that you've created. And we're hoping Xabi Alonso can build a miracle. Unless we can somehow get these incomings through the door and just fuck off everybody else. But now even FIFA's saying, like, you're not allowed to have a bomb squad anymore. So I don't know what you're going to do with all the deadwood.
But this is what people aren't realizing. Like, when there was the briefs that, Man United would be open to reintegrating Marcus Rashford, brother, there's no choice, bro. You can't just bomb people out no more. Like, do you know what I mean? It's actually illegal now. Like,
don't worry, we're going to save you from Rashford. Don't you worry.
Right,
you know
Rashford's
how we
going to
need
end
a
up
left
at
winger?
Aston Villa or Tottenham, maybe, I reckon.
Nah, it'll be us, bro.
You reckon it'll be Chelsea?
Bro, remember we spoke a month or two ago and I said, like, Marcus Alonso was like, not Marcus Alonso, Marcus Rashford was like our last choice left wing option if we couldn't get anything through the door. Look, we're already struggling with outgoings. Left wing is still a part of the squad that we need to address and we haven't addressed yet. We're going to talk about we're going to sort out centre backs. We're going to sort out the midfield. And then I guarantee towards the end of the window, we're going to knock on your door and take Rashford on a 1-year loan. I'm sure of it. Because we're not seriously looking at anything else. All the other left-wing names I'm hearing aren't something I actually think we're going to jump in for. I think we're going to try to do the 1-year loan thing and take Rashford. Same way we did with Sancho.
Mad thing. You know what I mean? Like, Black Air Force Gooner, yeah. Where's your sources? Because I heard about that today, but I didn't see no good sources, so I'm not believing it still. I heard about interest from Newcastle for Mason Mount. But Man United apparently
Not surprised.
are open to selling him. To be honest, they want 35 million or something like that for Mason Mount, which I think we can get if someone seriously wants him. I don't
Newcastle
necessarily
are desperate enough. I get.
you know
That's
what?
the
But we
8-10
want
move
Lewis
they
Hall,
wanted.
blood. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones where we could definitely do a we'll sell you Mount if you sell us Lewis Hall situation. But I haven't seen any credible sources for that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, neither do I, but it makes a lot of sense. They want an 8/10. They wanted to go get Manzambi. It didn't work. Mount's a very, well, I won't say cheap alternative with the wages, but that's an alternative they could turn to, and I don't think Mount would reject them.
No, I don't. I think he would go there because he wants playing time. Do you know what I mean? So I think it could definitely happen, man. But I'm just, brother, I can't lie. I'm just happy with the way that man's team is actually shaping up, bro. Because when I actually looked at it, when I actually looked at man's midfield and I looked at our attack, I'm just like, bro, like if we get the midfield that we're supposed to get, if it is Baleba, it might not be Baleba. The one thing I'd say is Man United haven't been linked to any of their signings so far. You know what I'm saying? That Darlow brother came out of nowhere. Edison came out of nowhere. We didn't sign him. Santos came out of nowhere. Tielemans came out of nowhere. Like, there was no briefs. There was no nothing. So Ineos are running things properly, innit? Like them or hate them, yeah? You cannot deny, the competence in which they're moving right now. People are out here talking shit, saying, they don't know what they're doing. Clearly they do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly they do. And the funny thing is, a lot of these ITKs and these other guys are getting upset because they're not getting briefs. They don't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? So they're looking like idiots. So now what we're seeing...
Samuel Luckhurst. I saw that quote, yeah.
So now what we're seeing online is loads of people just throwing bare names out there to see which one eventually comes through. Do you know what I mean? They're saying this player, that player's on the list. I saw one tweet today talking about Nemecha, Scott, Baleba, Kone. Man just named every player that they think it could be. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have a fucking clue. That's the reality. Like, these man don't have a clue who Manchester United are talking to, because Man United aren't telling no one, bro. And that's what's keeping the price down as well. So,
and that's what's hurting these people as well, because what we gotta remember, this is transfer season. Everybody wants their content and everybody wants to make bread from that content. So when you're not hearing anything from the club, you're gonna start getting a bit agitated, because you can't talk about the football. There's no football, unless you want to talk about the World Cup, of course. But there's no club football. There's no club news. So now you're sitting there like, well, this is meant to be my time of the year. No one's checking in on me. No one's clicking on my page. No one's doing nothing because there's no news. And that's why you get all the fake shit. I like the way this is. Even though it would be better for me to have more news to talk about, I like things being like this because it doesn't ruin things. Like, I felt like we've got used to transfer rumors being ruined and everything, compared to what was like a decade or two ago, when you would just get these bombers dropping every now and then. You wouldn't be able to follow the story. You just hear it when it's done. And I kind of like this throwback, even if it catches you off guard and everything like that. And to be honest, my club ain't giving me a lot of these throwbacks because we ain't done nothing. Bro, but it's nice to see these throwbacks about.
Bro, I can honestly say, that, bro, the way that Yuri Tielemans signing changed my mood, like, yesterday. Like, bro, like, man was on the way to the gym. And, bro, when I woke up, I opened my eyes and I just saw Man United are in advanced talk. I was like, hold on, brother, what? You know what I mean? Because there wasn't a link. The way it gassed, man, was different, bro. And you know what made me know that it's a bad boy signing? When I got to the boxing gym, there was a few Arsenal man in there. And I was like, yo, United signed Tielemans. And they said, no fucking way, bro. They were like, nah, bro. Like, they was like, nah, this is mad. Like, they were like, nah, I don't like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, yeah, this is a proper signing, bro. This is a proper Man United signing. Like, out of nowhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where I think, you know what's funny? With the Santos thing, people can rubbish the Santos signing and say, you know what? They can do the thing, he's Chelsea's fourth choice midfielder. Chelsea didn't want him. You can't do that with Yuri Tielemans. That's what's scary to a lot of these men, because you can't do it, because man's Belgian captain. Man was one of Aston Villa's best players, bro. Man's been statistically one of the best players in the league in his position for multiple years, not one. So if you're turning around and saying he's not good, you're just lying, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. You're just straight up lying. So that is one of them signings that you call an undeniable signing, because nobody can look at man, yeah, and discredit his body of work, because he has a body of work. There's no question marks over Yuri Tielemans. There's no question marks. So that it was just a complete throwback here to just wake up in the morning and the deal's done. Like, no links. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So now I don't know who the next midfielder is now. I don't have a clue. It's probably going to be someone that we haven't spoken about.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of complaints of United fans. That's all I can say about it. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, because at least you guys have a little bit of like good uncertainty about how your window's going. I'm sitting here thinking, can you buy someone? Can you stop wasting my fucking week? Can you even care if you put that into a midfielder? Put that on a centre back. If the next transfer isn't a centre back, I'm gonna lose my head. I don't need another midfielder. I can wait on a left winger. I don't need another striker. We need to get rid of strikers. I've got about 7 of them and I've got 1 game a week. Go and buy me a centre-back. Lacroix is there waiting. Like, as soon as the France World Cup is done, I need him sorted within days. If we're here in 2 weeks' time and Lacroix isn't a Chelsea player, I'm going to be pissed off. That's my main thing now. Just get the centre-back. So you'll get him, man.
Else. You know what I'm saying? I think you'll get him. I think that's like the worst kept secret in a minute, bro.
We probably will, but like, I think it's such a good move for us. With our position with 1 game a week, I need it done before somebody else gets involved to get over the line. I need him wearing the Chelsea shirt. I need him in Cobham doing the medical, and then I'll be calm about it. Because until then, you can be hijacked. And I don't know what we're going to do if we get hijacked.
But hijacked by who, though?
Be with it? God knows. Someone with a UCL, someone in the UCL. Someone who can like at least like throw that carrot above that we can't throw. Because right now, nobody's come in yet. I'm just hoping it stays that way, but shit. I'm used to things going wrong over here.
No, I hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, it's calm, bro. It's actually calm on our sides. For you lot, it's looking crazy. Man said Chelsea can't even buy 20 million Xhaka, but
I don't blame us.
Chelsea aren't trying to spend 20 million on Granit Xhaka because of his age. How old is he? 33 or something?
34 in a month, yeah.
Yeah, so 34. So they're not trying to spend that money on him. And I don't necessarily disagree with them for that. Do you know what I'm saying?
But you have to get that profile. But you can get that profile elsewhere. You can get that experience on the cheap elsewhere. You don't need, and even if you put 20 million down, they're going to change the goalposts and ask for 30 million because of how important Xhaka is to Sunderland and the fact that Xhaka isn't going to force the move. That was fine to leave because you're going to get bent over for a guy that, like this, can be washed. Now what? It's no point.
No, I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think that Chelsea are wrong for it, but I think that Chelsea have to. You can't bring in Xabi Alonso, say, I'm going to give you full backing, full control, of recruitment and don't recruit no one, because then you scammed him, you know? That's the one thing I say. Do you know what I'm saying? I think, man, scammed him, innit? Like, so I think you lot are going to bring in players, but knowing that your hands are tied, is entertaining for me personally.
Nah, I get it, man. Bro, I'd be the same way if the shoe was on the other foot. I get it, man. I hate that we put ourselves into this situation. That's why I'm not taking my foot off Bluco's neck. Everyone else can do the scapegoating thing and try to blame former managers and try to blame players and all of that. No, like Bluco's put us here. So sorry if I'm not following the whole we've got a glimmer of hope because Xabi Alonso's here. No. We'll have a glimmer of hope when you lot can like pull a good window out of your ass. Then we'll have a glimmer of hope. But no, everyone falls for the Kool-Aid immediately like that. They drop one brief blaming the manager, everybody falls for it. They say Xabi Alonso's here and Chelsea fans want to cancel protests on the last home game of the season because there's a glimmer of hope. Now we're being told like, oh, Chelsea fans are just complaining about nothing. No, we're not. We're in the 14th of July. And we've got like one first team signing. Why should I not be a bit annoyed? But then they'll tell you, wait till the end of the window. I was told wait till the end of the window in the last 2 summer windows. Why am I now still waiting till the end of the window the third time? I'm going to be annoyed from minute 1 until you change my mood. Because why should I give you a glimmer of hope? Why should I give you any benefit of the doubt? They'll tell you that you just want to complain for no reason. We're 10th. We're 10th. We're not in Europe. Why should I not be complaining about every little thing imaginable? We're 10th. We're talking about money to bring in players. These motherfuckers still ain't got a front of shirt sponsor.
What are they doing? Do you not have... You know what? This is what's so funny, yeah? This is what's so funny. Like, and this is why I can't take the complaints of a lot of United fans seriously, because these man have such an agenda against the new footballing structure at the club, yeah, that their man are overlooking very obvious things. These men have come in, yeah, the recruitment has been as good as it's ever been. You know what I mean? Man got a new training ground. Man are getting a new stadium built. We're doing all of these other things. And you, man, ain't got a front of shirt sponsor. You can't spend players. Your owners come in, spent 2 billion, don't know where it's gone. Do you know what I mean? And these men have the cheek to fucking complain. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. They have the cheek to complain. Like, I was literally telling man in the GC right now, yeah. As it stands right now, whether you like it or not, they're showing that we're one of the better run clubs, yeah, in the Big Six. They're showing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Just by the deals that we're doing. Liverpool went and spunked 300 million almost on Isak and Florian Wirtz, bro. Like, them man are showing that them man, bro, I don't know what kind of research they're doing to be spending all this money on players and it's not working and that, bro. Them man looking real frivolous right now. You know what I mean? Chelsea pissing money away. Tottenham moving like a brother that just came into money, blood. A man are just throwing money about. Man are getting linked with 85, 90 million for Krupi. And they've already spent 185 million on a midfield that finished in the bottom half of the table last season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all mental, bro. Like, man think because man's spending money equates to being run well. Spending money does not equate to being run well. It doesn't, because Man United spent loads of money under the Glazers and people told us that we had the worst owners in the league, bro. And we were still outspending everyone. So I don't want to hear about this, oh yeah, because you spend money, you're being run well, bro. These men are not being run well. So as much as, yeah, I never wanted these guys here, they're a net positive right now because they're getting more right than they're getting wrong. Like Musa said to me today, oh, what if the third midfielder is João Gomez? What if it is? I don't think it is, but even if it is, bro, man substantially have upgraded our midfield, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? If man go into the season with João Gomez, yeah, fucking Yuri Tielemans, Santos, Mainu, and Bruno, that 5, if you put that 5 up against any other of the Big Six's 5, bro, who's got a better 5, bro? So I don't care. Do you see what?
I don't even know with ours because I got to rely on Lavia with one and now Santos is gone.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So even if it was that, and it won't be because I don't think we're getting him. I think he's going to Pool. However, even if we had that 5, who's got a better 5 than that? Like who?
Maybe City. City, I'd say.
Yeah, probably only City. What are City's 5? Rodri,
Elliot Anderson. You'd have Cherky in there because I'd have him down as more of a 10.
But he plays on the wing though. Cherky don't play in the middle.
Oh shit, yeah, because would it be
Foden? I said Arsenal
then?
Easy. What? Are you nah. What? So Rice is better than Bruno. What? Rice is better than Bruno. He's better than Odegaard's better than who? Tielemans.
Nah, look, the whole stance on Odegaard is switched heavy just off the World Cup.
Shut up, man. Zubimendi. Fucking Marino and that. Better than my mid. Oh, shut up, man. Marino's your best striker. You're smoking Budge. You're smoking Buju Banton, bro. Like, what's man talking about? Man said Miles Lewis-Skelly. He's not better than fucking Kobe Mainu in midfield. Are you smoking rice, blood? Been playing left back. You could run us Miles Lewis-Skelly if you want. run us Miles to play left back. Because when you buy Bruno, yeah, if you buy Bruno, if Newcastle sell him to you, Miles ain't gonna play. You can run us Miles. What's man talking about? Man are just making stuff up. You know what you there, bro? Man's midfield is so good, you bypass it and play for corner kicks. Do me a favor.
Dark.
Like, do me a favor. You know, like, man ain't even trying to hear all that. Do you know what I mean? It's only Man City with a Reinders. Like, man are talking about technicians. Reinders, technician. Rodri, technician. Kovacic, I like him a lot, but his legs are kind of gone now, if we're being real. Who else? Who else have they got? Because Bernardo's gone. Anderson. Rice Pro Max. Who else?
Hey, the other one's a question mark because they are looking for another midfielder.
Brother. Listen, this is what I'm saying. It's only Man City. It's only Man City. So that's calm. You know what I'm saying? It's only Man City. So, bruv, like, come on. You know that? And that's all in one window. So, man's chilling, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when your right wing options are fucking Saka, yeah, and Madueke, bro, should calm down.
Yeah, yeah. Saka ain't got a lot
you
left.
You should calm down because them man there are going on, yeah. Like, last season wasn't an anomaly. It was an anomaly. You know, like that. And now man's players are so cooked as well, blood. Man can't even play in the World Cup, bro. They're falling apart. So, man can do all that. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man are scared to pass forward. All them ballers.
That's why they feel like they got freedom now in the World Cup.
Zubimendi, Rice, and that sideways merchants, bro. So, man, I don't really care about all that. That's the reality. I can't wait. I can't wait for next season. I actually can't wait for next season, bro, because there's going to be some rude awakenings.
I hear that.
There's going to be some rude awakenings. I just hope
we've sorted out our backline by then. I can deal with everything else still being up for debate as long as our backline's sorted.
What's the deal with, like, the Palmer situation and all that, bro? Because I can't lie, bro. You man killed my guy, bro.
What do you mean, Palmer?
His PR's on the floor right now, thanks to you lot, bro. You know the one.
That is on him. That is on him. You man have
killed the brand, I'm telling you.
I said that for 2 years. I was one of the first people calling Palmer out. This is all down to 3 people, me, myself, and I, bruv. This was him. Him and his bad decision-making and his bad finishing. Now he's had a summer off. Hopefully he comes back to next season better. Because if he don't, we're going to have some serious, uncomfortable conversations about whether he should still be here or not. This is the season for you to turn things around. You've got everything for you now. You got a manager that's going to prioritize getting the best out of you. You've had the summer off for the first time in ages. If you drop another stinker season, you can leave. It is genuinely like that. You can leave the club. You can get as much as you can for him. See if he wants to have the dream up at United. Cut the losses. But this is Palmer. This ain't Chelsea.
I don't know, bro. It's gonna be interesting anyway. Like, do you know what shape that Alonso's gonna play? Has he explained whether he's gonna go for his free? He probably does go for his free, doesn't he?
He ain't said nothing. Card's very close to his chest. It could be a back 3. It could be a back 4. It could change depending on the game. We don't know. We haven't got a clue. But look, I kind of like that. We'll find out in preseason. We'll probably experiment with a few things because he's going to have a lot of the squad back early. Caicedo should be back next week. And then the only ones that they're really waiting on is Reece James, Gusto if he's still here, and Enzo, who's probably still going to be here. And Trev, who can't ever disappear for love nor money. Like, this brother's going to be at Chelsea when he's 65. You just can't get rid of him.
Nah, that's too much, bro. Nah, man. Listen, I can't lie. I just have to say, this is entertaining.
I want to switch up on me, though. Everyone knows I said this for like 2 years on Palmer. When everyone's trying to blame Maresca for his form, I was saying, nope. Look at Palmer. He's the one missing 3 clear-cut chances against bottom of the table Southampton. You're blaming him.
That's crazy. Man said you can't just say the City midfield with no, because no Pep. You know my thing, yeah? I just look up the players' profiles and I think about the players.
Maresca's a nobody. That brother's gonna play a box midfield and get the best out of his midfield.
100%. I think Maresca's gonna do well there, but also I look at the players, the players' individual qualities and their profiles, innit? And City, one thing about City is if you can't kick ball to a certain level, yeah, City just don't sign you, bro. Like a lot of these signings, I wouldn't see as City signings. Like players like Doku and Semenyo, those are not typical Man City signings, bro. City seem to be veering away from what made Pep Guardiola's Man City, and I think that Anderson's another one of those signings. Like he's not necessarily the technical profile that you would associate with Manchester City. So maybe they're well, not maybe. It looks like they're kind of going away from the way that Pep was playing. Even the goalkeeper, to a certain extent, that's not a Pep Guardiola goalkeeper. Like they would never sign Donnarumma normally. Do you know what I'm saying? So remember, they bombed out Joe Hart immediately to go and get the Spanish goalkeeper that didn't work out, bro. Nah,
Bravo,
I think it was Raul Bravo or something like that. But
Claudio Bravo.
Or Claudio Bravo, sorry. But they always go for technicians in it in every position. And as soon as City moved away from that, it's one of them ones where this is where maybe if there are any weaknesses in that team, it's in those positions, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But I trust the technicians at Man City. Kovacic is still a technician, whether you like him or not. Like Reinders is still a technician, whether you like him or not. Do you know what I mean? Rodri's a technician. These guys are technicians, and I respect technicians, especially in the midfield area. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's important. This is why Yuri's a very good signing for me, and this is why Santos is a good signing, because they're both technicians, both of them. You know what I'm saying? And they can play in between the lines, and they pass forward. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're all talking about the Yuri line breakers. The Andre Santos line breakers are very underrated.
Yep. And this is what I mean. So it's one of them ones where when you've got forward passing midfielders that are competent under pressure as well, you see better football. You see more chances being created. And having Tielemans in there as well, and Santos also means that Bruno probably doesn't have to drop as deep now. So he's probably going to score more goals now again. Because when he had Pogba playing deeper and he was playing the passes, Bruno was making them third man runs and scoring goals, bro. So don't be surprised if the Bruno Fernandes goals start to open up again.
Yeah, you guys are much better place than we are, man. It's fucking dark.
But this is what I'm saying. That's why I can't, like, nobody could make me upset about that Yuri Tielemans signing, bro. It's like I didn't understand the logic behind not being happy with that signing. I didn't.
No,
I didn't. I don't understand.
Neither do I, man. Neither do I.
You know what I'm saying? So,
not a chance.
Tonight is sick, bro. Obviously, we got the two semi-finals coming up now. We got it's weird. It's like the Champions League. Like when we watched Bayern Munich PSG, we knew that was the final. You know what I mean? But it was the semi-final.
You're feeling that with France and Spain.
France and Spain should be the final. Like it shouldn't be the semi-final. You've got Spain that have only conceded one goal in the tournament, and then you've got France who have been the best team in the tournament, probably scored the most amount of goals. I don't know for sure. Do you know what I mean? And if they haven't,
probably.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they beat Norway 4-1. France are the best team on paper in terms of like attacking talent and stuff like that. These are the two best teams in the competition by far. And also, Argentina and England have both been shit for the whole tournament, bro. I'll be honest. I haven't watched one Argentina game, and thought that, like, these men are playing really well. And Argentina ain't played no one. So, okay, Argentina have played one more game, scored one more goal than France. And when you look at the competition that Argentina have played compared to France,
I didn't think they would have had more. Fair enough.
No, because remember, they played 2 minnows, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where the Argentina team have not been good, and obviously we wouldn't know, but I can't believe in Argentina that the Argentina fans will be seeing some of the football that they're playing and thinking, these men can play way better than this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they've been extremely underwhelming. So I know England have played no one, but that's what I'm saying. England and Argentina have both been poor. That's the point I'm trying to make. England and Argentina have both been rubbish, and they both haven't really been tested. Remember, the same Norway team that England struggled to and probably should have lost to got hammered by France.
That's the thing. Like, I'm just hoping Spain finds a way because I feel like there's a slightly better chance of England versus Spain than England v France.
I agree.
But only slightly.
I agree. England have got this thing where if they can't bully teams, they struggle badly, innit? So it's one of them ones. Against Spain, they might be able to do the physicality thing. They're not going to do that against France. And when I say might,
France
I mean
is just
might.
an L.
Yeah.
France is one of those where if you don't turn up correct, you could be looking at PSG v Inter or something stupid. I don't want us to face France in that final. Although I'm kind of resigned. Like, I know England are likely not winning it anyway. Haven't let the mood around the country get to me, even though it's been amazing this month. I kind of know what's coming up at the end, and I've been preparing myself for that the whole time. If you lot make the final, fair fucks. You lot can leave with your heads held high regardless of what happens. But we're losing I don't
necessarily agree with that though. Like, you know, obviously I haven't been going out watching the games and obviously being around people and having drinks and that. I'm sure the atmosphere is amazing. I remember the last World Cup when I was out and about and the atmosphere was really good. But my issue with England, and even the issue with the way that they're trying to do this too cool thing and versus the media stuff and that.
Yep.
I just don't like how delusional in general this country is when it comes to not just football but everything. I see the same thing in boxing. I see the same in all these other things, bro. Like they massively overhype certain achievements, but then they still walk around with the arrogance, of supposedly being elite. Do you know what I'm saying? But the most elite people, are the most critical of themselves. Like, England are allowed to win games and say, you know what, we played shit. Like, we can do better than this. The thing is with England, they've got this thing that, we won, so we don't even need to talk about the performance. Just be happy we won.
That's why they're trying to do a too cool villain thing after the last game.
Just be happy we won. That's not how winners move, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Winners look at what they did.
Because that leads into, like, you would have been at United games where United would have played shit and you would have heard the same thing, we won, be happy. And I get the same shit.
Bro, I've been getting that most of my time on YouTube, bro. Like, when we lose and I'm still not happy and people say, this guy just wants to be negative. And then the funny thing is now, I'm seeing the club move properly and I'm being positive when a lot of people are being negative. And the thing is, when I'm being positive, people will find something else to chat shit about because ultimately they just
you've been bought by Ineos. I've seen that one doing the rounds.
That's it. Because they just don't want to agree with me. Do you know what I'm saying? They just don't want to agree with me. That's the facts. I will be balanced, bro. When I see shit that I don't agree with, I'll call it out. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I see shit that I agree with, I'll be like, cool. The way these men are trying to make it out, that the media tried to trick Tuchel and tried to trick Bellingham and Noni Madueke. No one tried to trick you because first and foremost, Tuchel is the one that came out and said he wasn't happy. They didn't ask him. Like, he volunteered that information. So he's allowed to feel that way. Do you know what I'm saying? He's 100% allowed to feel that way. I've been in the boxing gym and literally, like, the head coach of the boxing gym, you know the amount of sparring that we sit through? And you can get off on someone on sparring and probably pepper them up, and then you get out of the ring and my man will tell you everything you done wrong and say, you know what, I'm not happy with this. And you take it because you understand.
That's the job.
Because you understand that just because you did enough, that doesn't mean that it's enough. You know what I mean? Because you're not training to just win that game there. You're training to win the competition. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're training to win the competition, Tuchel's looking at this game and saying, yo, if we play like this against Spain, we're getting fucked. If we play like this against France, we're getting fucked. If we play like this against Argentina, we're getting fucked. That's what Tuchel's job is to do. His job is to look at England's performance against Norway and say, yo, if we play like that against a better team, we get smoked. If we play like that against France, we'd have been 3-0 down in the first half. That's a fact.
Probably, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that Norway game again weren't impressive. We just did enough to get through.
But this is the point.
Even that came off moments from Bellingham, but it was all just moments from England. It weren't really anything sustained.
But this is the point. So with Tuchel coming out, and saying, that he wasn't happy with the performance, he shouldn't be happy with the performance, but also the players also shouldn't be happy. The fact that the players are happy with the performance, tells you everything you need to know about their mentality. And also, like, a bulk of this country pandering, yeah, to these players that are not playing well, yeah, tells you exactly why, more often than not, England don't win, bro. And it's not just England in football. In most things, they don't win. Because, bro, winning is
That's
a mental
mad
thing
rabbit
first.
hole, but I get where you're going with it. I get it.
It's the truth. They don't win, bro.
Yeah.
You know
Because,
what I'm
like,
saying?
I did think I heard the way Bellingham reacted, and I do think it's something minor that would just get blown over after one convo. But
I don't think it's minor, though,
let the
Lewis.
media get to you like that.
But Lewis,
Really?
I don't think it's minor. I don't think it's minor. I think it's petulant and I think it's disrespectful. And Noni done the same thing. You know them ones there. And Noni done the exact same thing. And you know what's mad, yeah?
Interesting.
Us as Man United fans, we saw Roy Keane, yeah, who was Fergie's lieutenant, get kicked out of the football club, yeah, because he undermined his teammates, yeah, publicly. And even though the interview didn't really air, yeah, man still got kicked out of the club. You know them ones. So imagine you're undermining your manager publicly, yeah, and you, regardless of what you've heard, you just don't do that, bro. And everyone that is literally saying, yo, it's okay that he said that, like, bro, you're moving mad. Even Scholesy said, he was like, bro, you say that, Man United, you're out. You're done. You're done.
Fair.
I get, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the manager's doing his job. The manager's allowed to say, you know what, I wasn't happy with the performance. The manager's allowed to say that, bro. Like, when is the manager not allowed to say, you know what, the performance wasn't good? I've seen us win games and Fergie say, yo, that was shit, bro. I've seen it. Every Man United fan's seen it. We've won games and he said, yeah, that was shit. That was terrible. You know what I mean? Imagine if a player came out and said, yeah, well, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. What? What's that got to do with anything? Do you get what I mean? Like, that's weird. Yep. Do you know what I mean? And then Noni being mad cheeky, it's like, brother, you've been playing against us for the whole tournament.
Noni say?
Huh?
What did Noni say?
He basically said, Noni said something like, to paraphrase, yeah, he was like, cool, that's the manager's opinion. That's not mine, kind of thing. You know them ones?
Okay, the dismissive thing.
Yeah, kind of like that, mad cheeky. I was thinking, hold on, what you doing, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I was thinking, brother, you of all people, allow it. You know,
you're only playing because Saka's got one leg.
I was like, you of all people, brother, you got subbed off at half time because you was playing for the other team. Do you get what I'm saying?
He's the only brother that I'm in the pubs consistently and everyone's just groaning whenever he's on the ball. Yeah. The only one.
But this is what I'm saying. So my thing is, yeah, and the thing is, the reason why I know, yeah, that these men are taking the piss is because there was an instance where they asked Bukayo Saka, yeah, they asked Bukayo Saka about his fitness, innit? Because journalists are gonna ask questions. That's their fucking job. I don't know why people get upset about journalists asking questions, because at the end of the day, you can choose how or if to answer the questions. You can never say someone tricked me, because if a journalist asks me a question, yeah, that I don't want to answer, I can say I'm not answering it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not forced to answer the question, or you can answer it diplomatically, because I would assume that they have enough intellect to answer a question. So when they said to Saka, yo, like, what's this about you not being able to play 90 minutes? If you start a game, you can't finish one. Do you know what I'm saying? X, Y, Z. Like, the manager doesn't think you can play a whole game. What do you think? And the first thing he said, listen, I don't want to say anything against the manager. He said the England staff and the Arsenal staff, them man have been working together to get me fit. So I'm going to do what they tell me to do. That's it. No problem. No disrespect. If man came out and said, yo, listen, don't worry what the manager says, I'm fit in it. Like, what's my manager just not playing me?
Yeah, now you're causing problems within the dressing room. Now you're putting the manager into disrepute. I hear it. I get. You're right. That's why it's as disrespectful as it sounds.
It's disrespectful, blood. I couldn't believe it. You know them way that I couldn't believe when I heard it. I said, "No way is this happening right now." And then man are trying to blame the media. You know what I mean, bro? It don't matter about the context. Do you know what I'm saying? You can choose how to answer it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. If I just get out the ring, yeah, and I've had a fight and my blood's hot, and then someone's interviewing me and says, "Oh, Rants, do you know what I mean? Congratulations on the win. Your coach said he wasn't that happy with the performance." If I didn't perform well, I'd be like, neither was I. Do you know what I mean? But we got the win. Do you know what I mean? But there's still a lot that man needs to improve on. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I fought brilliantly, because I know that I didn't fight brilliantly if my coach ain't happy. Because my coach wants me to win. My coach wants me to win and he wants me to look good. So if I'm taking licks, yeah, and I just get a decision, I'm not gonna come out the ring and say that I'm happy with how I fought, bro. Like, that doesn't make sense, because I'm not training all camp and dieting and doing all of that to go in there and go life and death with a team that I shouldn't be going life and death with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
Like, that doesn't make sense. The answer was petulant and it was feisty. That's the reality. And anyone defending the way that man responded is only because they're defending the person. They're not defending what he said.
It's also kind of allowed. That's basically the reason why you've seen all these Tuchel and Bellingham articles over the last few days. That's the reason why.
But this is the thing. But this is why, yeah. But this is why when people are willing to defend the opinion of somebody, yeah, that just because they like them and they don't care what they've said, then this is what the problem. This is where the problem lies, and this is the problem with football in general now. It's a tribal thing. It's my player's better than your player. Like, it's that. So if I like this player, I can't like this player. Everything this player does is rubbed. I'm a Messi guy, so I can't rate Ronaldo and vice versa. You know them ones. Like, Ronaldo shit now. He just got knocked out the World Cup, so now I need Messi to get knocked out so I can dunk on someone on Twitter. It's like, what are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's all right to say that Jude's been our best player in the tournament, yeah, but he shouldn't have said that.
Mm.
And it's all right to say that Noni shouldn't say that because he shouldn't even be at the World Cup. Like, it's all right to say all of those things. Like, he shouldn't even be there.
More right.
Do you get what I mean? So, like, it's all right to say that. Man can't say, no, you know what? Because man's scoring goals, he can say whatever he wants. Because this is where the problems happen in the England camp. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is where the problems happen in the England camp. And this is why there will be rumors of players not liking other players, because everyone needs to be held to the same standard, bro.
And some man gonna be thinking, yo, if I said that, shit.
Brother, like, bro, but it's not club football. Do you know what I mean? But Noni should never play another game for Tuchel as long as he's there, because we don't need him. Like, we need Jude, so he's got to play.
Bro, Noni's only playing because Saka got one leg. That's it. The only reason why that guy's game is even one-legged Saka could be doing better than he can.
Yeah, bro, I hear it. Do you know what I mean? Bro, listen, play anyone. Bro, play fucking Gordon on the right. Play Rashford on the left.
You should have brought Bowen or some shit.
But he should have.
I don't care if he got relegated. Fuck it.
He should have. But the mad thing is, yeah, with the FA, that's so jarring, yeah. You go and bring in a German, which I didn't want in the first place, yeah. But you bring Tuchel in, yeah, because you believe he's a world-class manager, an elite manager. And as soon as he has elite standards and expects elite performances from the team, he's in the wrong. How does that make sense?
Honestly, I just think the media don't even think with logic. They're just thinking articles, cash, titles, controversy, all of that. And they don't care whether England win or lose. If anything, it's probably better for the media if England don't win. Because then there's more narratives to talk about. If England win, then what?
It's true. It's true. But that's what
they're probably licking their lips for the final. They can't wait to run some bullshit after France beat us.
Yeah, but again, like...
we got to get past Argentina, obviously.
I hear it. But again, the whole media thing, to me, yeah, it's like, I don't know why these guys pretend like they don't know what the media are like anyway. Like, you can't blame a wild fucking, I don't know, a wild dog for biting you. You know what these men are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
don't give them anything to work with, and then.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Because you know what they are. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't blame these men for asking questions. They're doing their jobs. If Tuchel comes out and he says he's not happy with the performance, and they say to the players that he said he's not happy with the performance, they didn't lie on him. That's what he said. So why would they not say that? Because they're looking for a headline. That's their job.
Exactly. Too much like happy headlines and shit about England progressing and everything. They need something. They need something a bit negative to talk about.
Brother,
and Jude, unfortunately, he's given them that.
Well, exactly. But their job is to get headlines, bro. Do you know what I mean? The same way man will clip people out of context because they're trying to get a headline.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. It's a headline. Like, do you know what I mean? The same people that are doing shit for clicks online, do you know what I mean? Are the same ones saying, "Oh, he shouldn't have asked that question. He shouldn't have told you that." Like, brother, man's fishing for a headline. That's his job. A lot of men are clipping, man, fishing for engagement. It's the same thing. The headline is literally engagement.
It is literally that. It is literally that, yeah.
It's literally that. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you've got guys that are literally clipping people up and doing all sorts of bullshit, and then they think that a journalist asking questions for engagement is any different, I am confused. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't try and put a player against the manager. They just asked a question. Do you know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine if you could cheat on your girl, yeah, and say, "Oh, it's not my fault. This girl offered me pum pum." You don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? How, like, what? You're gonna blame her? Like, you can't blame her. She's not the one in the relationship. It don't make no sense. So what are we doing? Oh, like, it's cool I cheated because this thing offered it to me. Like, well, you could have said no. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just said no. And that's the reality. Like, Jude didn't have to take it. He didn't have to take the bait. He took it. You know, and he took it gladly. Do you know what I'm saying? So man can't pretend. We can't blame the brother that asked him the question. Man said knowing his character is a loaded question, but broski, it doesn't matter what man's character is, because then it's a character flaw. It's not a flaw in the question. Because he asked Nonny the same question. So it's not like he only asked Jude, he asked Nonny as well. You see what I'm saying? So the English have this thing where they like to victimize themselves. Like, no one's a victim, bro. My man asked the same question to more than one person.
Yeah, Jude just turned it into a big controversy. He should have been smarter about it.
That's it. But he didn't want to. Do you know what I'm saying? That was it. He just didn't want to. He didn't want to answer it in any other way. He answered it the way he wanted to answer it because he feels like he can. You know what I mean? Because he's probably one of the most articulate players in the team. So he answered it that way because he wanted to. Period. That's it. You know that much. She offered me the pussy, I took it. You know what I mean? And then, but if you're gonna do that, then bro, you know what I mean? Shoulders back, chest out. What? Do you know what I mean? Because he doubled down on it. He doubled down on it. After, you know, man don't give a fuck, and I don't mind it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. If he's gonna do the bad man thing, I respect it. But what I don't like is people pretending like it's the journalist's fault the way man responded. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. Nah,
that's mental. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mental. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Nah, he done the bad man thing, and cool, I hear it. But man can't be blaming the journalist. Do you get what I'm saying? That's my thing. I don't understand it. So England, hopefully, we'll see what they do now against Argentina. I think Argentina are shit. I think we should beat them.
Same. I think we match up very well against them. Them lot of a slow-ass midfield, a slow-ass
they're not physical enough, bro. I'll be honest. England struggle against teams that match them physically. I don't think Argentina can match England physically.
Same. So as long as the ref ain't on no bullshit, and as long as our players don't allow the referee to make any stupid decisions, we should be beating them.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Hope we do, innit?
Yeah, but so do I. Do you know what I'm saying? So do I. England just need to keep their bottle. If they don't beat Argentina, it won't be because they don't have the ability to. It'll be because they lost their bottle. Because they match up very well with Argentina, bro. Like, look, that little midget Lissandro, they ain't got a mobile midfield. Like, there's nothing about Argentina really on paper that I'm worried about. And Messi's messy, but honestly, like, it shouldn't even get to that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, if we make it to the final and lose against France, I can have an acceptance that we just lost to a team that was going to win it anyway. But if we lose to Argentina, I'm going to be annoyed. That's going to really piss me off.
I hear that. Because, bro, like, I think that Norway would have matched up well with Argentina. Like, I could even see Norway beating Argentina. I'll be honest, that Argentinian team is, like, they don't impress me.
Mm-hmm. They could have done the PMP on them too. I hear it.
Yeah, I agree. before we wrap up, what's your Spain-France prediction? I think that it's a tough game, bro. But I think France edge it just because they got too much physicality for Spain. But honestly, I can see both teams winning, you know.
Yeah, either side, but if I have to hedge a bet on anyone, it has to be France. I'd say very tight game. Maybe goes to extra time. But eventually France find a way to edge through because they just got too much firepower. They could bring on a Cherky or a fucking Barcola or a Mateta off the bench if it comes down to. There's just way too much to work with. And I think eventually they'll just tire Spain down because defending is going to be so much more tiring for them.
But you know what? Saying that, yeah, they keep the ball really well, this Spanish team. They keep the ball really well. It'd be interesting to see if they can keep the ball that well against France, though. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be interesting for me because they've been passing teams to sleep, man. Like they did the same thing against Portugal, but can you do it against this French team who have really, really good ball winners? Can you do it against that French team, or does this French team, or do they win the ball back and have Spain having to set up in a different way? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing is, can Spain do what they do against a team like France, or do they have to adapt? And if France can take them off their rhythm, I think France beat them. Do you know what I mean? But if Spain keep the ball the way they use, actually no, because I just stylistically, if Spain do keep the ball, France in the transition can still kill them. That's the thing.
Yeah. I just think there's multiple ways they could do it.
Yeah.
Too much
France can still kill them in transition as well. Like,
And France got the back line that can be patient as well. They can wait. They ain't gonna have any lapses of concentration or nothing.
Yeah. It's gonna come down to how well France transition when Spain turn the ball over. Can they stay composed enough on the ball to not give the ball back to Spain? Because Spain recover the ball very quickly. So if France can slow down the ball recoveries from Spain, I think France will catch them in transition and murder them, bro, because there's a lot of space behind Spain. There's a lot. And they've got Mbappe, Dembele. It's a lot of pace. And they've got Elise. If the ball drops to Elise in transition, then he could murder them. So yeah, this actually might be a better game than I thought it was going to be now, coming to think of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, the real World Cup final.
Yeah. This is going to be great, man. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be great, man. We'll definitely be there, people. You already know what time it is. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. The link is in the title. And make sure you get these likes up as well, guys. We need 600 likes target. I think we're hovering around 4. What you got coming up for the rest of the day, bro?
I'm going to get a video out in about 20 minutes. Just the latest transfer news. And then Spain-France watch-along. It's a busy day, guys. Keep a lookout. But big up. Great to be back on as always.
Come on, bro. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, boy, this time next week, the World Cup will be done. And maybe you lot would have got someone through the door. You know what I mean?
So glory to God, man. I wish. I fucking wish.
So, yeah. Hey, listen, guys. You know what time it is. We're back at 6:30 with Flawless for Red Talk. And then we're going to go straight into the watch-along. France versus Spain. So, busy evening, people. Big up everyone inside. And make sure you drop a Rants raid on Monse's chat. And I'll see you guys at